Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing y'all what I got in my Boxycharm for the month of October, and I am really excited about this box. So I didn't even bother to do a video for September for Boxycharm because number one, it took me much longer than usual to get the box last month. I got my tracking information like midway through the month, which is pretty normal for me. But from that time, it took me like almost 3 weeks to actually get the box. So I was kind of already annoyed. My box ended up going like to a different FedEx location or something, and it was just routed incorrectly basically. But when I finally got the box, I was very disappointed. I felt like September's box was one of the worst that I've ever gotten. I wasn't excited about like anything in the box, and I just didn't feel like doing a video on it because I was just like annoyed at the box. But I am happy to report that for October, I feel like Boxycharm kind of redeemed themselves this month. I feel like this month's box is one of the best that I've gotten in a very long time. So before I show y'all what I got, and I am going to show y'all some of the stuff that I already played around with. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Sonia Nicole. I really hope that you'll consider subscribing while you're here today. Please let me know in the comments if you subscribe because I want to meet you, and I definitely want to say thank you for supporting my channel. And of course, for those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, thank you for coming back. Welcome back. And as always, thank you so much for your continued support. Okay, y'all, let's jump right into it. Okay, so I will have a link in my description box if you want to get some more information on Boxycharm. But for those of you who are not familiar with the service, it is a beauty subscription service, and they have a couple different plans that you can sign up for. So the first one is the base box, which is what I have. That costs $25 a month, and you get 4 to 5 full-size products, and it's always going to be a mix of skincare and makeup. You can also sign up for the premium service, which is $35 a month, and for that you get 6 to 7 products, and it's also a mix of skincare and makeup. And if you have the base box, you can upgrade that to the what they call the Boxyluxe subscription, and 4 times a year you would get a luxury box instead of the base box. And in the luxury box you get 8 to 10 products, and it would be a mix of makeup, skincare, and lifestyle. But if you want some more information, check out the link in my description box. So they always theme the boxes every month. So for this month it is Candy Shop, and this is what the card looks like. So they always design the card to fit the theme for that month. And I know that you guys want to know how much my box weighs. So my box weighed 1.4 pounds, and I have variation number 65. So I'll make sure that I have that information up on the screen for you all. And I always try to remember to also put that in the description box. Sometimes I do forget, but I will definitely try to remember to put it in the description as well. But I'll also have it up on the screen. So let's start off with one of the products that I have not used yet. This is a skincare product, and the first product is the Murad AHA BHA Exfoliating Cleanser, and this was my choice item for the month. So every month you do get to choose one of the products that's going to be in your box. One of the other choices was the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer, and I can't remember what the other choice was, but I think it was a Farsali serum, I believe. I'll have it on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head. But if they had a color that I could have used in the Dose of Color concealer, that would have been my choice, but I didn't think any of the shades would work for me. And I do remember between this and whatever the other choice was, I really didn't have a preference between those two, so I started not to make a choice. But then I said, let me go ahead and choose something just to make sure I don't get the concealer, because I don't think I would have been able to use it. So this is why I chose this. So we've gotten a couple other products from this brand in past boxes, and everything that I've tried from Murad, I've always liked it, so I have pretty good hopes about this one. The first thing I like about this is the size of it. So this is 6.75 ounces. I think that's like a pretty good amount of product in here, and this retails for $40. So this has a mix of salicylic, lactic, and glycolic acid, and it polishes away way dull and dry skin without irritation, and you're supposed to use it 2 to 3 times a week. So I'll probably give this a try tonight for the first time, but I'm really excited about this because it's a whole lot of product in here, and Murad usually has really good products, good skincare products, so I think I'm gonna really like this. So that's product number 1 in my box. And next up we have the Luxie Wonderlust set. So this is a brush set and it comes in this cute little bag here. I really like this bag. I think it's cute for traveling with your brushes. The only thing is I wouldn't be able to fit like all of my makeup brushes in here, but if you wanted to maybe separate your eye brushes from your face brushes, this is like a really cute bag for that. So this is what the brush set looks like, and the brushes look used because I did use them to do my eyeshadow for today. So it's a 5-piece rose gold synthetic brush set, and let me just show y'all what brushes are in here. Now this one is a brow and lash brush. I didn't realize this was in here until after I already did my brows, so I didn't try this one today, but I do have another Luxie brow brush. It looks just like this, it's just a different color, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like that. And then this one is the 209 large shader brush. This one is the medium angled shader brush. This one is the 237 blending brush. And then this one is the 205 tapered blending brush. Let me give you guys an up close look here. So here's an up close of what all of the brushes look like. So I did use these to do my eyeshadow today, and I liked all of them. I'm sorry, like I said, I didn't use the brow brush today, but the other 4 I didn't have a problem with them. I will say with the 237 blending brush, this small blending brush here, I initially tried to use that to buff out the color that I have like going all around my eyeshadow look, and this brush was just too flimsy for that. However, I did use it to kind of like blend in those 2 shades that I have on my lid. The last video that I filmed, and you guys won't see that until after this one goes up, but I was trying to do a halo eye, and those types of looks are pretty hard for me. So in that look, I was trying to blend out the 2 shades on my eye, and I was having trouble like getting them to blend out. If I had this brush when I was doing that video, this would have been a much better brush for that. So this one I know that I'm going to get a lot of use out of going forward because it's a good brush to like blend in 2 colors to kind of make them look more fused and make them look more seamless. But when I initially tried to use this to buff my look out, it was a bit too flimsy for that purpose. And then this brush here, the 209 large shader brush, I initially tried to use that to pack on the shades that you see on my lid, and I thought it did an okay job for that. But this brush from e.l.f., this is the brush that I would normally use to pack on shadows on my lid. So between these 2, I am going to be sticking with my e.l.f. brush to pack on shadows because this one is just a lot more dense, so it was packing on more eyeshadow than this brush. But this one wasn't bad, it's just not quite as good as my e.l.f. brush. And then the other 2 brushes I thought were just fine. Like I used this brush. This is the angled shader brush. Yeah, this is the angled shading brush, and I just used that to kind of sweep on some of the color on my lid. I really didn't need to use this today. I was just trying to use it just to, you know, play around with it, but I didn't have any problem with this. And then with the blending brush, I didn't have any problem with this as well. I will say that with the blending brush, it's a little bit bigger than the one that I normally use because I don't have a whole lot of lid space, but I think it blended out just fine. So overall, I really like this brush set. I think the colors are really cute, and I like the fact that it comes with the bag, and this retails for $40. So the next product is the one that I was really hoping that I would get. I had my fingers crossed hoping that I would get this palette, and I'm really happy that I got it. This is the Beauty Bakerie Breakfast in Bed eyeshadow palette, and funny enough, I was gonna buy this palette from FabFitFun because they had it on sale for, I want to say like $15. But then I said, no, let me just hold off because maybe I'll get it in my Boxycharm, and I got it. So I'm very excited. So this is what the palette looks like. And for those of you who are regulars on my channel, you guys know how I love cool toned eyeshadows. So I'm very, very happy that I got this. So I do have this palette on my eyes today. So I'm going to zoom you guys in to show you what colors I have where. Actually, before I do that, let me just say with this palette, when I started to do my eyeshadow, it took me a really long time to decide what to do. And I think that that's a good problem to have with an eyeshadow palette because I feel like there are so many options in here for like different color schemes that you can create on your eye. And I was really having a hard time deciding like what I wanted to do because I feel like with all of these shades I could do something with it. So like I said, I think that's a good problem to have with an eyeshadow palette, but let me show y'all what I have on my lid. So this shade here, this is called Cuddle Cakes, and that is the main color that I have on my lid. It's on most of the lid, like 2/3 of the way in. And then on the outer part of the lid, this is called Lazy Baby, this purple matte shade. That's the color that I have on the outer part of the lid, and it is nice and blended in, so I'm hoping you guys can make that out. And you guys may not be able to make this out, but the color Fresh Face, I have a little bit of that like right in the inner, like right in the center part of the lid, but it's kind of like toward the lash line. You may not be able to make it out because it does kind of blend in really nicely with the other shimmery shade that I have on the lid. I was just trying to play around with different colors and like use as much as I could. This shade here is called Boo in a View. This shade right here, I have a little bit of that on the outer part of the lower lash line. I used the shade Messy Hair. I used that to buff out the entire look. And then I have the shade French Doors as my inner corner highlight. So those are all of the... That's a car alarm going on outside. And then I have the shade French Doors as my inner corner highlight, and then this is the full look that I created today. So far I really like this palette. I haven't used a couple of the shades in here just yet, but out of everything that I used, I do really like it. And I was eyeing this palette ever since it came out, and for whatever reason I just never bought it. I was just about to buy it with FabFitFun, and then I said let me take a chance and see if I get it in Boxycharm. So I am really excited that I got this. This retails for $38, and I had already decided that if I get this, and this is the only product in the box that I like, I would be happy with my box. But I'm so happy with a bunch of other stuff in here too, so this is kind of like icing on the cake for me. So really like this palette so far. The next product is the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Tinted Lip Butter, and there's a specific kind of butter in here that I don't know how to pronounce. I'm gonna have it up on the screen. Let me take it out of the box. This is what the box looks like, just in case you guys are interested. This is the packaging. I think this is really cute. And then the name of the shade that I got, I'm assuming we got different shades, and the name of the shade that I got is Soulmate. So here's what it looks like. I did put this on a little while ago, and it still feels nice and soft on my lips. I will say though, compared to my Fenty, these Fenty lipsticks, I feel like with this stuff, it's already kind of like dissipating on my lips, and I may have had this on for maybe like an hour now. My lips don't feel dry, but they definitely don't feel as moist or as hydrating as they did when I first put this stuff on. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on just so that y'all can see a little bit more of the color. So it is a tinted lip balm, so it's not going to give you like a whole lot of pigment, but I don't even know like what other shades people may have gotten. This is definitely a shade that I can wear because it's basically like a nude color on me, but I am curious to know like what other shades we could have gotten in here. I kind of feel like I would have preferred something that has more of like a pinkish tint to it, but I can definitely wear this. Now the smell of this reminds me of like baking, or I can't really put my finger on like what this smells like, but it has like a really unique smell to it, and I'm sure that's because of the type of butter that's in here. But the smell definitely lingers on your lips, but it smells nice to me. I like the way that it smells. So this definitely isn't like a long lasting lip butter, at least I don't think. I usually have Vaseline on my lips if I'm not wearing like a lip gloss or a lipstick or something like that. I think Vaseline lasts for hours on my lips. This definitely won't last as long as that, but it's definitely something that I would get some use out of, I'll say that. And this one retails for $20. So if you guys have Boxycharm and if you got this product but you got another shade, let me know in the comments what shade you got. I'm just curious. I guess I can look on the website too, but I'm just curious to know like what other shades people got in that product. Okay, the last product is something that I know that I'm not going to be using, but it is something that I can stash away for a giveaway, because I do want to start doing giveaways on my channel, hopefully sooner rather than later. So this is something that I can definitely use for that. So these are the Lavaa Lashes Charm Faux Mink Lashes. So this is what the packaging looks like here. And for those of you who do wear false lashes, these are really pretty. They look really nice and long for people who love like very lengthening lashes, and they do look luxurious, I will have to say that. But I don't wear falsies, so I am going to stash this away for a future giveaway. And I think this is like my third pair of false lashes from Boxycharm, so I have no idea when I'm going to start doing giveaways, but whenever I get falsies from them, I just stash them away for that. So these retail for $19.99. So that's all the stuff that I got in my October box. So my total worth for everything is $157.99, and again, I paid $25 for all of this stuff. And like I said at the beginning of the video, I think this is one of the best boxes that I've got in a very long time, and I am just so happy that I got this palette in my box. But everything except for the lashes is something that I'm going to be using, I think, on a regular basis. Maybe not so much the lip butter, only because I have other products like this that have like a different color or shade to them that I like better, but this feels really good on my lips. Like I definitely wouldn't mind trying this out. So I don't know if I'm going to be picking this up, let's say, on a daily basis, but I feel like these three products here, they definitely make the box worth it for me. So I am very satisfied. So if you guys have Boxycharm, let me know in the comments what variation you got. Let me know what you think about your October box. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave today, and I hope to see y'all back here for my next video. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.